스마트 시티는 AI, ICT, 빅데이터, 사물 인터넷 등의 신기술들을 접목해 도시 문제들을 해결하고 도시민들의 삶의 질을 향상시키는 것을 목표로 하는 4차 산업 맞춤형 도시 모델입니다. 스마트 시티의 정의는 나라마다 혹은 도시마다의 경제 수준과 개발 정도 등에 따라 다양하게 해석될 수 있는데요. 또 그렇게 내린 정의를 기반으로 접근 전략 또한 다양하게 설정될 수 있는 유연성을 가진 도시 모델이라고 할 수 있습니다. 최근 서울시에서는 2030 서울 비전을 통해 디지털 약자와의 동행을 목표로 제시했는데요. 자유와 다양성의 도시 베를린에서는 스마트 시티를 어떻게 정의 내리고 어떤 전략을 수립하고 있을까요? 저희는 먼저 베를린에서 스마트 시티가 어떻게 정의되고 있는지를 알아보기 위해 베를린의 도시개발건설주거청을 방문했습니다.
I guess smart city has a different nuance in Berlin. It's not only about the technology, but also about participation and cooperation between several actors. And in these areas, Zukunft means the places for the future. And this places is very famous for its the theory triple helix. Triple helix means the cooperation between research, university and research institutes, industry, the companies, and also the public administration. So public administration means there is a small office in the field, and you manage really the areas, and you organize some meetings there, and these kind of things. And the history has actually begun here at Losov. This is quite a big area where there is the university, Humboldt University, the big Berlin University, and other research centers. And Berlin has noticed that the financial outcome there is quite high, and they analyzed that, and they found that the cooperation is there very successful, and they want to make happening in other places.
정리하면 베를린에서의 스마트 시티는 기술적인 부분뿐만 아니라 기업, 연구기관, 정부기관 등 다양한 분야의 이해관계자들이 협업하는, 즉 네트워크를 구축하는 것을 의미한다고 할 수 있습니다. 그리고 이러한 네트워크가 구축되어 있는 주크음솔트라는 11가지 미래 장소들이 베를린 스마트 시티 모델에서 주목받고 있는 장소들이라고 할 수 있습니다. 저희는 이러한 네트워크를 구축하기 위해 어떤 것들이 필요하고 중요시되는지 여쭤보았습니다.
I think it's still, even if we go towards digitalization and maybe the role of online meetings and so on has more importance nowadays. But I think it's still important to be able to meet physically and to build networks. And for these networks, you need spaces where these, what Unsu said, like the meeting of science, of companies, of people in one spot is possible. So, for example, that existing companies can meet people from university, can found startups at the same place in one neighborhood. So there's synergies between the different actors. I think that's a quite successful development, which also produce good economic effects or function as a motivation for urban development. So I think this provision of space that enables people to meet each other, to build networks is still important, and we try to offer more rooms in the city for these concepts.
I've noticed that Germany has a long history with small companies, small or middle companies. So it was a very good chance to for students to start with these companies, experimenting something with the companies actually. And you have lots of projects in companies. I think this is the big strength.
저희는 이러한 네트워크가 구축되어 있는 현황을 확인하고자 주쿰서트의 장소들 중 한 곳인 베를린부 캠퍼스에 방문했습니다.
베를린부 캠퍼스는 베를린 부호 지역에 위치한 생명공학 및 의료연구단지로 질병에 대한 연구와 분자기술 및 기초 생명과학에 대한 연구를 진행하고 있는 곳입니다. 저희는 이곳의 전반적인 관리를 맡고 있는 기업인, 즉 공공행정의 기능을 하고 있는 CBB와의 인터뷰를 진행했습니다.
It's difficult to translate into English, Zukunftsorte. It's future locations, future places, and the main idea is that these places, they combine science and business.
Yeah.
Because science is the most driving engine of starting up, of innovation, and creating new business, to create a startup culture. And therefore all these Zukunftsorte, future places, have either scientific institutions and business parks, technology parks with a lot of startups. So that's the main idea. And another difference is that all these Zukunftsorte have different focuses on technology branches, technology areas. For instance, we are, and you would learn about later on, we are focused on health, economy, health science, life science. Clean Tech Partners Marsan is environmental science, Schöneweide is electricity, Adlershof is a large spectrum of physics and energy. So it's quite different. So, and we have got some expansion areas. It's very important for each kind of future places, technology parks, to have expansion space. Because at the moment we have about 80 companies attracted, and they grow and grow and grow, and we have to find a place for them to keep them here. Because the main idea of any technology place to keep them at the place where they are, because they are paying tax for Berlin, they are creating working places, and so we have to manage or to find a solution for keeping them here in our place and not to go to other places in the world or technology parks, because we are in strong competition with others, with Boston area, with California, or even maybe with the main idea of our health education is to combine research institutions with innovations, biotech companies, patient care, a lot of hospitals, education, institutions who are involved in education, further educations of staff in life science and in medicine. It's also important to have these kinds of schools or educational facilities here, because the struggle for skilled workers, for skilled employees is worldwide, and it's very important to have access to good people and to invest in their development. Therefore, CBB is the management company of the campus. Mm-hmm. We are the manager of the company, and we attract the money for investing in the campus. We attracting companies for investing in their own business, and we attracting money for building up incubator centers, for organizing or for starting up new energy projects and so on. Okay, so I think there are a lot of reasons, because we have a complex campus. So, and we have the research institutions, and the investors is the public, the government. The government give the money in order to maintain and develop large institutions, flagships in medical research in Germany, to get attractive all over the world, to find people from all over, scientists from all over the world, to make their investigations, their research here. This is the main target of the research institution, to become famous, to attract very good people, to publish, to find new knowledge, and start with this knowledge to create the basis, the fundamentals for starting up companies. Yes, if you're starting up a company, you are dependent from investors. Of course, from public money, from funds, from project money, but also from venture capitalists, from banks, and everybody who's interested on being a part of your business success. So they have a large mixture of financial sources, and the main idea is to convert the company from an early stage company to a developed stage, and to create a capital and to invest. And after a couple of years, the company has a financial base of about $100 million. And this is the main driving force for the investors of these companies. Yeah. And the state of Berlin has the interest not to invest, but to give us money, public money, for the erection of building, in order to create working places for Berlin, and to increase the tax value for Berlin, to be attractive as a working place in the international competition, to maintain the profile of Berlin to be a center for incubators, not only in Germany but also in Europe, and to fight against other competitors regarding to be the most attractive cities for entrepreneurs, for startup companies. And Barcelona and Berlin are thought to be the most attractive cities for startup companies in Europe. London and Paris on different places. Portugal, Lisbon also becomes attractive. But the idea of the state of Berlin is that Berlin attracts startup and starts the reindustrialization of a city like Berlin, which was thought to be a very industrial town 50, 30 years ago. But now it comes a change, new technology take place, and a lot of basic research is done by the institutions which could be converted into innovation. So that's the main idea, main interest of the public, of the politicians, of the owners, or of the state of Berlin.
즉, 베를린부 캠퍼스를 비롯한 미래 장소들은 각기 다른 분야의 과학을 주제로 하고 있고, 스타트업을 비롯한 기업들이 성장하고 혁신을 창출해내기 좋은 장소로서 인지되고 있다는 사실을 알 수 있었습니다. 사실 베를린부 캠퍼스를 방문해 인터뷰를 진행하고 난 뒤에도 저희가 평소 생각하던 스마트시티와는 거리가 멀다고 느껴졌습니다. 보통 스마트시티를 생각했을 때 디지털 서비스나 플랫폼 등 기술적인 부분을 생각하곤 했는데, 베를린에서는 이런 기술적인 부분보다는 여러 분야의 혁신적인 장소들에서 일어나는 다양한 이해관계자들 간의 협업 과정을 통틀어 스마트시티 네트워크라고 정의 내리고 있었습니다. 저희는 이러한 스마트시티에 대한 정의를 기반으로 어떤 정책이 수립되고 있고 실질적으로 어떻게 협업이 이루어지고 있는지 구체적으로 알아보았습니다. 이를 위해 저희는 베를린 상원 경제청 산하의 민간 파트너십 기업인 베를린 파트너를 방문했습니다.
Can you tell me what Berlin Partner is doing now and what's their role?
Yeah, so Berlin Partner is the Economic and Technology Development Board of the state of Berlin. So the shareholder of Berlin Partner is first the Investment Bank of Berlin, 100% subsidiary of the state. So there comes the state influence, 35%. The second biggest is a group of companies. There's more than 200 companies that are stakeholder in Berlin Partner. The third biggest is the Technology Foundation of Berlin. And then there are the smaller, the Chamber of Commerce and organizations like this. There's 4 main tasks that we are doing. First, we are doing all marketing for the state of Berlin except tourism. So for tourism, there's another organization. Second, we are in an inbound acquisition. So if I would like to have Samsung or LG or whatever with a bigger factory or offices or research center here, this is our task to get international investors. Third aspect is supporting Berlin-based companies, especially in their growth projects, with regard to space, with regard to money, with regard to talents. And the fourth aspect is innovation, technology transfer, so mainly innovation at the interface of science and of academia to companies. These are the 4 main topics, and we are doing this with roughly 200 employees.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
From the state of Berlin. There's 4 main
즉 베를린 파트너는 200여 개의 기업 및 기관들로 구성된 베를린 주 소속의 경제 및 기술개발 기관으로 해외 기업의 투자 유치, 국내 기업 지원, 혁신 지원 업무 등을 담당하고 있었습니다. 저희는 베를린 파트너의 이러한 네트워크가 어떻게 구축이 되고 유지되고 있는지에 대해 구체적으로 여쭤봤습니다.
We have one quite traditional approach, which is the so-called cluster approach. So we are, first of all, we're trying to group the industries in one clusters. And there's 5 clusters we are running right now, which is health, which is mobility, which is energy, which is IT, and the 5th one is the smallest one is optics and photonics. So this is the 5 clusters. We are then bringing together people for a lot of different events year by year. So we are. So I'm the expert for health. There's one big biotech conference. Then we have other aspects. So and then always try to bring people together. We are not giving grants. So we do not hand out grants. However, our mother, the Investment Bank of Berlin, hands out grants. So whenever there's a chance for